Tonight on Live Underground, it is This Ship. They are one of the many bands playing the Flight of Fall Music Festival this weekend, and one of the members of This Ship, Bethany, who we've spoken to before on Live Underground, she's sort of at the helm of the entire festival. She's on the phone. Hello, Bethany.
Hi.
My goodness, 2 days in 2 different venues, actually, of
yeah,
shows.
2 days, 2 different venues, 4 stages altogether.
And what did I read, like 16 bands in total?
16 bands, 4 bands at each show.
My goodness. So a lot of great music to check out at both the Company House and Gus's Pub. And This Ship has got their show coming up Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday night. We're going to be playing with Acres and Acres in Soho Ghetto, as well as Archie Gillis. So it's going to be a really great lineup. I'm excited. This
Ship's actually kind of a neat band. It's comprised of members that have all played in other different bands sort of around the city, like Light Brights and Al Stops Time, and I know there's Minus World as well. So definitely a cool mixture going on there. How does all the previous experience in other bands for you guys sort of brought that all together and improved the sound?
Well, I mean, I think just the experience of playing around town and touring and recording, definitely, any experience that you have in the music industry is going to help you in your next endeavor. But also, we've all played music together in different projects too. Like, it wasn't always separate. Like, we all played music in school together, and Kat and Justin played together in Minus World, and Colin and Justin and I have all played together, and Jordan's played. So I think that helped us out more than anything. We already knew each other, not only from the music scene, but from playing together on other projects as well that, weren't really popular, but just playing music and writing music. So it's a very democratic band, we work together very well. We all really respect each other's opinions and are able to write together really well. So I think that's what helps us the most, is that we're able to tell each other when we suck and give each other suggestions when we want to improve something. I think that's probably the most important part about it.
And for those who haven't got a chance to check you guys out live before, what can we expect from your sound? What is This Ship?
What is This Ship? Well, it's 5-part singing, so there's 3-part harmonies. It's very indie rock sounding. We usually describe it as kind of a Winter Sleep Jams meets Broken Social Scene, because Broken Social Scene has a lot of different layers to it. There's a lot of different parts. What's really unique about This Ship, I find, is that we all, not just one of us takes the lead singing part or the lead guitar part or the lead piano part. We all share equally, and I think that makes it really exciting. We all have a lot of fun on stage, too. Our stage presence is pretty up there, I think. We like to dance around and just have a good time, and hopefully that feeds into the audience as well.
Now, you're kind of the brains behind the Flight of Fall Music Festival. What is this festival for?
It's a couple things. Definitely it's for the fans. We want the fans to have a really good time. We want them to be able to recognize all the different bands and all the different music collectives and create this public awareness about the music collectives and the bands as well. And we also want to be able to create positive relationships between the bands because, some of them are from Fredericton, some of them wouldn't have the chance to play with a band like, say, Town Heroes or Chris Martin. And I think creating those new relationships is really important, especially in a place like Halifax where the music scene can be oversaturated, but at the same time people have a hard time working together because people kind of form those little cliques, like here's the folk group and here's the rock and roll group and here's the Gus's Pub group, and this is really about being able to work together and creating our own community, and really being able to, like I said, create positive relationships within that.
And as I was looking at the different lists of bands playing each night, you're going to get a little taste of everything at sort of the different shows. You'll get the more dance side of things. You'll get a very good indie rock. You'll get even almost a folksy thing at certain times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think the difficult part about scheduling it is that, for example, Colin Boyd is in Ship, as well as Chris Martin and the Troubleshooters, as well as Alice Stops Time. So, I had to make sure that he wasn't running himself too ragged. And at the same time, because it is 4 different music collectives, I wanted to make sure that everyone got their fair share. I didn't want just Berserker Line to have all headlining spots or, Broken Chord to have all opening spots. I wanted it to be very equal, as well as there are bands coming from Fredericton, so we need to make sure it works into their schedule as well. So I was really fortunate that I was able to work that all out and still be able to have kind of an indie rock night and, the dance night with Whaleskin and Minus World and them, So I think it worked out really well.
And the shows are this Friday and Saturday, both at Gus's Pub and the Company House. Where can we get tickets? At the door or in advance as well?
You can get them at the door for sure. I would suggest going to Lost and Found on Agricola Street. Each show is $7. The capacity isn't very high at either venue, and with a lineup like this, you're definitely going to want to get tickets.
Well, let's get to a song from This Ship. It is called Slow Down. It's on Live 105's Live Underground.